our friends with the media. We have representatives of both crews here and municipalities. I want to say welcome to Chris Kelly with the West Monroe, West Washita Chamber of Commerce. We've got Katie May with Senator Jay Morris's office, Cynthia Nyquist with State Senator Stuart Cathy's office, and Hannah Livingston with U.S. Senator John Kennedy's office. Again, we have representatives of our crews here and all of our friends who are making Mardi Gras happen. And also want to thank Jay Curtis with KEDM Public Radio, who provided our festive music today at the beginning of the program, and then again as soon as we're over with today's program. They're always a great supporter of whatever activities we're doing in our communities. So again, welcome. I'd like to first start off by welcoming to the podium to bring you greetings is West Monroe Mayor Stacy Mitchell.
Good morning, everyone. It is so good to be here and see everyone, and I love the beautiful gowns, and I don't know what you call the king's outfit, but your clothing, the regalia. Thank you. It's beautiful. I love all of it. I do want to just say thank you to everyone that makes this happen. It's a true coordination of a lot of different entities, people, organizations across the Twin Cities that make this happen. And I want to say thank you, because creating place in a community, that's what you're doing. That's what you're adding to, and it takes our community to make these things happen. The better you have, or the more community participation you have, the more successful your entire community is going to be. And Courtney has taught me a lot with her Community Development Institute certification, and things that we know is that community development creates economic development. And so not only are we creating community here and attachment to our community, but we are feeling the economic positive benefits as well. So thank you to everyone. I also want to say congratulations. We have one of our own as the Queen of the Riviera this year. So Adrian, we are glad that you are here. Beautiful and great representation. But again, thank you. I love this community. I know you do too, or else you wouldn't be out here doing everything you do. So thank y'all.
Thank you, Mayor Mitchell. And one of the most unique aspects about Mardi Gras here is that it truly is celebrated in the Twin Cities. And so we are so happy to have with us today Jasmine Anderson, the Media Relations Director with the City of Monroe.
Good morning, everybody. As we head into the Mardi Gras season, we are excited to welcome the visitors and families that come to Northeast Louisiana to celebrate the cultures and traditions that make our great state, Louisiana, so unique. Now, this time of year brings increased foot traffic into our local businesses, hotels, and entertainment venues, and that activity has a meaningful impact on our local economy, as Mayor Mitchell just stated. Mardi Gras, though, is more than a parade. It's a cultural celebration that reflects our rich heritage in our community. It brings people together, as we see this morning. It strengthens our sense of pride and reinforces the identity of our great Twin Cities, all of which contribute to our positive image and economic vibrancy. So we encourage everyone to shop locally for their Mardi Gras goods and apparel, and to support all the businesses that support our community year-round. For parade routes, traffic updates, the best places to catch the beads, and more ideas on how to spend your Mardi Gras dollars locally, be sure to follow the cities of Monroe and West Monroe, downtown Monroe, and discover Monroe, West Monroe on social media. We're looking forward to a safe, fun, and successful Mardi Gras season here in Monroe. And as we say, as you all know, laissez les bon temps rouler.
Thank you, Jasmine. I had someone ask me just this week, a consultant from out of state, and they asked me, well, I don't really know, does North Louisiana do Mardi Gras? Well, yes, we absolutely do Mardi Gras, correct? Yes. And we are so lucky to have multiple crews in our community, and so it's now my pleasure to call on Adrian Steele with the Crew de Riviere.
That'd be great. Hi. Come on, it's Mardi Gras.
Happy Mardi Gras, y'all. I'm so glad everybody's here today. I'm going to try to do my best to keep this short and sweet because those of you who know me know I can talk for a very long time. So first, I want to say thank you all for being here again. I myself am originally from New Orleans. I've lived here for about 15 years. That is home for me. I still have a home in New Orleans, and Mardi Gras is a big part of my life. Most of the time I tell friends and family and people that the best thing about the Thanksgiving and Christmas holidays is that Mardi Gras is right around the corner. It's my absolute favorite time of the year. I haven't missed a Mardi Gras in all of my years of life. I won't give you that number, but it is something that I look forward to every year. And for 6 years now, I've been a part of the Crew de Riviere. And when I was asked to join this crew as their event coordinator originally, I absolutely said, yes, by all means, I want more Mardi Gras in Monroe, West Monroe. And I just felt like it was the right thing to do and to join this crew. And I have made such wonderful friends, such wonderful connections. So I want to say thank you to my crew, thank you for your support, and thank you for continuing to keep these parades rolling. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to talk about, but I'll just talk about a few things. Coming up soon will be our ball. Our grand ball will be held January 17th at Bayou Point. Tickets are on sale. You can find them on our website, www.crewderiviere.com. Tickets are there. There is a formal dress code, dresses and tuxedos only. There are some images on our Facebook page that can give you a guideline of what to and what not to wear. So please take a look at that. Those of you who have already bought your tickets or those of you who are attending, thank you so much. We look forward to dancing with you on the dance floor. The next would be our pageant, which will be held February 1st. We're still working on those details, but this is a preliminary pageant for Miss Louisiana. We're very excited to be a part of that organization, and we're very happy to represent girls from all over the state through our crew. Next after that would be, as you all know, Parade Day here in the Twin Cities would be February 7th. We will roll at 3 p.m. It's a new route for us this year, but it is a very well-known route as it's been around for a few years now. And we're excited to be a part of the changes and the new beginnings for this new route this year. So I believe we start down here in downtown West Monroe, and we make our way over the Louisville Bridge, parts of downtown Monroe, and then back down Louisville Avenue. We end at Oliver Road. Our den is located downtown, on South Grand. And that's where we will start and bring our floats over, and that's where we'll end our parade from there. But that's basically what I know. Thank you all again. If I can say Happy Mardi Gras, can I hear you say Happy Mardi Gras? Happy Mardi Gras! Awesome. Thank you all so much. The next thing that I would love to do is introduce my king and my queen. First and foremost, Adrienne LaFrance Wells and Jay Davis. Thanks, Jay.
Well, hello, I'm Jay Davis, your king for the Crew de Riviere, and very happy to serve. I'm wearing my dad's costume. He was king of Janus, the Crew of Janus, number 19 in 2001. So I couldn't be happier to serve and take part and kick off this Mardi Gras season. Thank y'all.
Thank y'all so much for being here. This has been a process, and I really want to thank Ruth Ulrich, who actually created my gown and all of my regalia that you're seeing here. And Ruth is actually here today, and she has worked tirelessly on what you're seeing, and we have spent many hours working together. She has spent many hours working on this. And she's actually right here in West Monroe. So it's really something to be able to have someone who has the talent that Ruth has to create this locally, because you can't just find anyone who can create a queen's gown like this. Last night I was looking for something to carry my crown in. I got the crown last weekend in New Orleans from Pete Fountain's son. It is a vintage Comus crown from New Orleans. And I was literally carrying it in a New Orleans grocery bag from Dorniak's, carrying it around. And so I was looking all over the house, what can I carry the crown in, because it's very delicate. And my husband said, what about my top hat case? So we got it down, and I got the top off, and when I did, took the top hat out, And the first thing that happened was a wooden doubloon fell at my feet. And it was the Cru de Riviere inaugural doubloon from 2020. So I'd say that's a great sign. So thank you all so much for coming. In a bit, I'll talk a little bit about what's going on in downtown West Monroe. But right now, I'm going to turn it back over to Courtney Hornsby.
Thank you to the Cru de Riviere and congratulations to their king and queen. And now I would like to call on Steve Turner with the crew of Janus.
Let the royalty make their way toward this area here. It is great to be here. We're all excited about Mardi Gras. You know, a bit of history. 43 years ago, the Twin Cities JCs brought Mardi Gras to Monroe. We didn't get a lot of support at the very beginning, but now look at it. We're great. It's great support. So we've been doing this about 43 years, and then there's enough interest in our area to create a second crew, which is exciting to me as a charter member, seeing the growth of Mardi Gras for Twin Cities. You know, it's been a whirlwind. We will have our grand ball will be on January the 24th. We're here to celebrate and kick off the parade, which will be February the 7th. And the parade route is the same that we've been using all these years. And there's going to be a tweak. You know, we're trying to help the cities with assets, and having both on the same day, it's kind of like the first parade we had. There's a lot of moving parts here, so it's going to be real important to kind of listen to the media, go online to both the Cru de Riviere and the Cru of Janus web page. There is a lot of history besides what Jay was talking about. You know, the progress. There you go. It's amazing when you sit there. Adrienne France Wells is the daughter of Kayla France, and Kayla France was Queen Janus #1, very first. And then we're also honored that Jay Davis, his dad, was King Janus the 19th. So we have a lot of royal blood in both crews, and it's exciting to see this marrying up of good times. At this time, I'd like to introduce our king, Cliff Bazeron, King Janus the 43rd. I'm sticking that date. And his lovely wife and queen, Linda Bazeron. A few words.
First of all, thank you all so much for coming out. I'm so glad to see so much excitement about Mardi Gras because it is my favorite holiday also. But thank you for coming out, and here's my king.
We'd like to thank you guys for coming out today also. We're planning on this being a really, really great season this year, and we are very excited to have both parades running on the same day. That will give Taste of Mardi Gras to North Louisiana that they are dying to have. We would, like I said, we thank you for having us, and we hope to have a great ride with our sister and brother crew.
At this time, I would invite both King Jay and Queen Adrienne to come forward, please. At this time, we would like to have the blending of both crews, both kings and queens. So as they prepare to toast one another, laissez le bon temps rouler, hail to king and queen.
Laissez le bon
temps
rouler.
Yes.
At this time, we'll turn it back over.
Thank you, Steve. And as you mentioned, there will be a number of logistics and street closures and very important information for public safety. We do encourage you to be aware of all those things. We will be sharing that. The City of Monroe, working closely with the West Monroe Police Department, Assistant Chief David May is back there, and we're working on logistics. So we'll make sure to have all of those things published on social media, shared with our media partners, and certainly we will share with the crews as well so that all of you can share that information and be safe and help our attendees be able to find the best spot to watch the parade, have fun, and be safe in doing so. And while we're very excited to have 2 parades this year, let's not forget our furry friends. So joining us now with the crew of Paws is Jared Hardy.
Anything to say, Olive? Also, 2 of our famous crew of Paws members, that's Pickles, and this is Olive. Say, woo! All right, well, we are all so excited for the 19th annual Crew of Paws Pet Parade this year. We're just so excited for another year of strolling these downtown streets of West Monroe with all of our furry friends in tow. So just a couple of things about Paws and the Pet Parade coming up this year. We will be launching our pet royalty contest where we raise money to, you nominate your pet online and then you raise money to get a chance to be pet royalty. We pick a king, a queen, 2 dukes, and 2 duchesses. And it's really just a fun way to kind of help raise money and crowdsource, text your friends, and things like that. Our parade registration is live on our webpage. We'll be pushing that on our socials. So we will, of course, do registration the day of the parade, but obviously online makes it easier for everyone, and there's a price break. So also on the day of the parade, we'll have our costume contest for best dressed and a float contest, which you can also register for online or day of. And it just makes it really exciting because we've seen some really great costumes and some really great floats out there in the past. So we're looking forward to what everyone else comes up with again this year. Just a little bit about Paws Nela. It is a local non-for-profit, and we have 5 major goals. That's rescue animals, transport to other places, and to a better life. Our low-cost spay and neuter program, we have pet therapy and humane education animals, and then we have tag your pets with ID tags at a low cost. This is our largest fundraiser of the year, so to continue doing great work, we love having an amazing amount of community support. So once again, our times for the day of the events, which is going to be on February 7th, our events will start at 10 a.m. with registration. In there will be our costume contest and our float contest, and our parade will roll at 12 noon on that Saturday. And so we're just so looking forward to it once again, hoping for great weather, and none of that gets on our way, but we're so excited. We're also looking for sponsors, so if there's any businesses out there that are looking to sponsor, we're so happy to have you and your support for Paws. And so, as we like to say, let the good paws roll.
And that parade will roll right behind us, starting at that vacant lot on Commerce Street. So we're very excited about that. That day will be a very busy and full day in downtown West Monroe. We welcome back our Queen of Crew de Riviere, Adrienne LaFrance-Wells, who in her day job serves as the West Monroe Main Street Director. She'll be telling you about all of the festivities happening that day.
Thank you, Courtney. I want to give a special thank you to the City of West Monroe staff. They have done a wonderful job setting up today, but also encouraging me to serve dual roles this year. So I'm going from spreadsheets to sparkle to my Main Street hat, downtown hat, to this crown, and I really couldn't be more grateful to Mayor Mitchell and the entire staff of the city for supporting me in that role. Also want to thank KEDM Radio for being here today. Wonderful partners. I know they've been mentioned before, but I can't say it enough. I know Corey just had a procedure, and we're praying for him for sure. Also want to give a special thank you to our merchants and bakers who provided king cake for today. So there will be a king cake tasting of cakes that will be available in downtown West Monroe, of a few of the cakes that will be available in the downtown district. So this is the 7th year that downtown West Monroe has been the Northeast Louisiana King Cake headquarters. So this year we have 9 locations offering king cake inspired creations. So that might not be your traditional king cake, but it might be a cocktail, or it might be a French macaron. So we have this year Antiques and Treasures Galore. They have the traditional Gambino's cakes. We also have cake. They'll have their king cake cakeys, as they call them, and French macarons that are flavored like king cake. Castor and Chicory, a local favorite. Courtyard on Cotton is again partnering with Chef Paley and Zoe Stone of Sufi. Flying Heart Brewing and Pub will have a special, I believe, king cake martini or cocktail. Also, Jack's Craft Smokehouse, Samantha Staub will have her cakes available there as well. And then at Southern Flower Exchange, Carmelita Castle's delicious king cakes will be available for order and pick up there. Southern Magnolias will have a king cake and Mardi Gras themed loaded tea selection. And then Spice and Tea Exchange will have a king cake and Mardi Gras flavored tea. So y'all give them a round of applause, because many of them have worked hard to create that menu, and I have strongly encouraged them to embrace the Mardi Gras and Carnival season. So, Mardi Gras and Carnival is important not only to us culturally, but also downtown merchants really benefit from the season. It is a significant boost, especially after the high we are on after all of the holiday festivities and shopping surge that we experienced during the Christmas holiday shopping season. Mardi Gras truly does extend that, and people come downtown, they embrace the season, and we have a storefront decorating contest, and you'll be hearing more about that soon. But our merchants really put a lot of effort into the season and really appreciate what they do to create the atmosphere that makes it so festive. And we love hearing parade goers on parade day come and tell us, you know what, I've not been downtown in a while, and this is new, and this is new, and I'm going to come back down when I'm able to carry some things and shop. And they notice when they're down here all the new and wonderful things, and that's why it's important to give them a reason to come and visit downtown. Okay, we have a full schedule of activities on the 7th, 2 parades, 1 day, and then a third with the Crew of Paws, and they are a wonderful asset to downtown. So we start off the day with the Jester Jog Color 5K, and we will be throwing Mardi Gras color powder on the runners. They love that. It's very festive. That is a signature fundraiser for the Downtown West Monroe Revitalization Group nonprofit, and it really does help fund our projects and activities through the year. And want to give a special thank you to our title sponsor of the Jester Jog this year, Building Futures Pediatric Therapy. The run sign up will be up later today, I believe, so we will be posting details. It will be on runsignup.com. So again, that's the Jester Jog. 10 a.m., Paws festivities and registration start right here on Commerce Street. 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., we'll have food trucks in Alley Park. Speaking of food trucks, please stay for lunch and support our food truck who was so gracious to be here, AJ's. They have delicious Louisiana fare, and really encourage you to get your lunch from them today for supporting this very event. And then, of course, noon, the Pet Parade rolls right here behind us on Commerce and goes through the downtown district. We'll have live music with Hot Grits Brass Band, and they will be playing Louisiana and Mardi Gras favorites, and that will be right here in Alley Park, all free to attend. And then, of course, 3 p.m. Crew de Riviere rolls. And we're thrilled to have this crew come through downtown. It's certainly going to be a different perspective for me on parade day. And then 6 p.m. we'll have a Crew of Janus parade rolling downtown as well. So please, if you're a member of the crew, if you want to stick around for photos, please do. We would love to have you. And again, support our food trucks. Thank you so much. And I'm going to turn it back over to Courtney.
Thank you, Adrian. Just in time as the rain is starting to roll in. Our friends from Discover Monroe, West Monroe couldn't be here today. They're on retreat, but they have put out a Mardi Gras guide for the season about where to shop, where to go, all things Mardi Gras. We encourage you to look online or pick up one at their office on Constitution Drive. And as Adrian said, please remember, grab a sample of king cake or king cake Mardi Gras tea before you leave today. I also want to let you know that we will be doing a Mardi Gras themed dinner theater, murder mystery dinner theater, Who Killed the King of Bling, at the West Monroe Convention Center, February 12th and 13th. And that will go live this week. We will be posting that through the City of West Monroe and the West Monroe Convention Center. And all of those profits go directly to support the Northeast Louisiana Celtic Festival. So a blending of traditions to support all things cultural in our community. We want to again thank all of our friends and crews and media partners for being here today. As Adrian said, please stick around so that we can have photos of all the crews and all of our royalty. And again, thank you for being here. Laissez les bon temps rouler.
Yeah. Okay. All right. It's playing. I just have to turn it back up.
Well, you just heard from both crews, the Crew of Janus and Crew de Riviere, about some of their upcoming plans for Mardi Gras. And as you heard, they have a lot of exciting things coming up. I wrote some of them down while I was listening to them speak. We will start with the Crew de Riviere. The Crew Grand Ball for them is going to be January 17th. And tickets are on sale, so be sure to look out for those if that's something you're interested in attending. It is very formal, long dresses and tux, so be on the lookout for that. They also have a pageant February 1st, and it is preliminaries for Miss Louisiana. So if that's something that you are also interested in, be on the lookout for that. The actual parade day is February 7th, and both crews will be rolling at the same time. So be on the lookout for that, and even if you aren't planning on attending Mardi Gras, be sure to keep updated with all of the safety protocols they have in place and just everything that they have going on, because a lot of roads are going to be closed that day and a lot of people are going to be out. So be on the lookout for that kind of stuff too. The Crew of Janus's Grand Ball will be January 24th, and they have tickets as well, so look out for that. The Crew of Paws, one of my favorites. I love animals. They're having a pet royalty contest where you can nominate your pet. And then parade registration, if you're wanting to include your pet in that, is live on their socials, and the registration can also be day of. They are rolling on February 7th as well, and it starts at 10, and the parade rolls at noon. So be on the lookout for all of that stuff, and if you are planning on being out and about February 7th, always be sure to stay safe, stay aware. If you're driving, watch out for those people, watch out for that parade, and really just stay on the lookout. And of course, as time gets closer to those parades in a month, we will have maps showing where that parade will be, specific times for everything going on, and just we'll have it laid out all nice and pretty so it's easier to follow along everything that's going on. That is all we have for now about the cruise coming up in Mardi Gras. Thank you so much for being with me today. If you'd like to see more of us on streaming, we will be having a streaming show at 4 p.m. and we will have some local stories, some national stories, and weather. So be on the lookout for that, and I will see you then. Thank you so much for being with me today.